Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for joining us today in this series of educational webinars by AUPSP. This is second part of our online webinar series. And if you have missed our first presentation, that can be seen on my YouTube channel. And the presentation is available on ResearchGate. So we will be starting with the today's talk that is about basics of literature searching using Boolean logic. Many people are not aware how to do literature search, and this is the most basic thing that you should know before you have to start a write-up for any article. For those of you who do not know me, I am Omar Anwar, a neurosurgeon by profession and chief editor of Pakistan Journal and Surgery and Medicine by passion. So in today's presentation, we will be discussing a basic concept of keywords and mesh terms. This is very, very important. Secondly, we will be discussing Boolean logic, what is that and how you can use to do a literature search. Boolean operators, what are those and how to use them properly, and why it is important to always search with Boolean operators. And lastly, I will be answering a question that was raised in previous presentation, that what are the most commonly used databases. So the literature search is an important part of research writing, and excuse me, literature search is a very important part of research writing. When you conduct literature search online, you should be able to dig out relevant published articles. The purpose of keywords in a research paper is to help other researchers find your paper when they are conducting a search on the topic. Excuse me. And the keywords define the field, subfield, topic, research, issue, etc. that are covered by an article. Most of the electronic search engines, they link the keyword to your research paper, and your paper is indexed with those keywords. These keywords make your paper searchable and ensure that you get more citations. So it is very, very important to include the most relevant keywords that will help other authors find your papers. Once your paper is found, it is read, it is cited. This is the era of citation based research. So coming back to keywords, you can use any keywords to do Boolean search, but it is recommended that you always use mesh terms. Mesh terms are, mesh is an abbreviation for medical subject heading, and it is used by the National Library of Medicine on PubMed. You can find, excuse me, so mesh are medical subject headings, and this is a database of keywords that you can find on PubMed right here, and on the PubMed website. On the top left, when you go to the PubMed website, you can always find it under the mesh heading. It is very, very important that you use the appropriate keywords for your search and use appropriate keywords for your research paper when you are writing. There will be a separate talk on using mesh in future. This was just to give you an idea that if you need keywords, it's better to check the mesh database, because these keywords are publicly indexed and they are used by researchers. And you can find the keywords here in the NLM website. Now coming back to our main topic, the Boolean search. I would like to highlight that Boolean logic is named after its inventor, Professor George Boole, who was a mathematician by profession, and he came up with the concept of Boolean logic between 1847 and 1854. In his paper, he wrote a paper titled Investigation of the Laws of Thought in 1854, which founded the basis of mathematical theories of logic, and are now used by computer searches worldwide. So our basic talk is about the Boolean operators. Boolean search is basically, it is a structured search process that allows the users to insert words and phrases such as and, or, not, to limit, broaden, and define the search results. The purpose behind the Boolean logic is to limit your search or to broaden it or to define. This is very, very important. It is a structured search process, and with the help of this structured search process, you can find the appropriate papers, you can do the appropriate literature review, and save a lot of time. There are five different operators in addition to and or not. There are two other operators which are quotation marks and parentheses, and I'll be discussing them subsequently. If you have any questions during the presentation, you can raise hand, and I'll be happy to answer your question because my sessions are interactive sessions. As I have already told, there are five different types of research processes. There are and, or, not, and quotation marks and parentheses. So now coming to the next slide, why do you need Boolean search? You can always use Google or other search engines to search for a phrase like I love Pakistan, but Boolean search helps to narrow it down. Boolean search helps to make it precise and it saves a lot of time. So now coming to Boolean search operators, these operators make your search precise. They improves the precision of your research. They allow you to formulate a complex multi-part strategies, and it allows you to have more sophisticated searching techniques, allowing you to find what you are looking for faster, easier, and saving time. Let's have a look at common Boolean operators. The Boolean operators are words that you use to connect your research terms. The first one is or, and or when you use or, you want to search for something that has possibility of including either set of search terms. All combination possibilities will come up. I'll elaborate more on this, but for the time being, you have to understand that when you are starting a literature review and you want to have a broader search database, you always go with or. The second one is and. When you place and between the search keywords, it will allow your results to include both or all of the keywords. This search term that follows the and must appear in the search results, and it allows you to have a broader scope. The third Boolean operator that we utilize is not. When you use not, when you don't want to have a specific term included in your result, you use the operator not, and the not will exclude all the terms that are followed by the keyword. For example, if you want to do a search on literature and you want to see some particular results, you can do a search of gender and equality, not harassment, and the results that will come up will include gender and equality, but exclude all the results of harassment. The next is quotation marks, and when you want to search exact phrase on literature, you use these quotation marks. You put the term in quotation marks or in brackets. They have same function, but they vary from database to database. Some databases allow you to have quotation marks, other allow you to have brackets. There is an other function that is associated with the brackets. The brackets allow you to have separation of terms and they define your preferences as well. So now we have discussed five basic Boolean operators or, and, not, quotation marks, and parentheses. Just a brief overview. Or is to when you want to do a broad literature search. For example, you are searching for gender or equality. This will include, or this will pull up all the searches that have the word gender in them and that have the word equality in them. This is not limited to the title. This includes keywords, literature search. This includes everything that is published. So the search engine will do the search and come up with search, and same with all of these. Now, moving on to the next slide. Why to use or? Or is a connecting term that is used to retrieve items that contain either or both terms. For example, you are doing a search with gender. You want to do a search about women in medicine. So you will do a search. Your keywords will include women or. medicine, and this will find out all the studies that have been published, including about the role of women in medicine. The beauty of OR is that it expands and broadens the search, and you get a wide variety of results. It is excellent for synonymous terms, for terms that have similar meanings, such as cup or chalice, team or group, and so on. This is an example just to give you an idea about the search terms that you can do using OR. When you combine team or group, you will come up with all the papers that include these both terms. There is a difference between OR and the Boolean operator and that will be elaborated subsequently. But OR is for broadening research, and is for narrowing down your research. Now moving on to our next term, that is and. Uh, there's one thing that I forgot to tell you. When you do search with team or group, the database will be searched for all articles containing the words team and group, or both, and we will get a wide variety of results. If you have any questions, please do ask. Please raise hand and I'll be happy to answer your questions. The Boolean search or is also an excellent tool when you are starting research and need ideas. This is how I usually start literature review. I come up with keywords and do a search with or. So now it is time to see who is listening to me. Please give me two words that I can search on Google Scholar using or. Please remember that those two words should have similar meaning and should have same meaning and can be used in same context. So give me two words. I need two
जी
words.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम
Walaikum salam.
जी my name is Dr. Shazia. We can use the word pulpal regeneration and revascularization.
Uh, what region?
Pulpal regeneration,
Okay,
pulpal regeneration and revascularization.
okay, just give me one moment. Just to give you an idea how that is. Can you see this on your screens, please? So that was regeneration, regeneration or re
Revascularization.
revascularization. And let me
Pulpal regeneration. First word is pulpal.
purple
Yes, Pulpal.
P L
Pulpal.
PUL. Okay, or revascularization. Okay, let's see what it comes up. Histological observation of human immature permanent tooth with irreversible pulpitis after revascularization regeneration process. Cytotoxicity, osteopulpal revascularization. You can see that you have come across with a lot of research papers with just this term. This includes 14,900 results. This is on Google Scholar. On PubMed, I can do same research and will come up with uh, even more results. So this is just to give you an idea. So now we will come back to this later on, but this is very, very good that we have come across 14,900 results using these two keywords. Now, moving on to our next keyword. So we have got or. Now coming to the next keyword, and that is and. The beauty of and is it is used for narrowing search results. And narrows search results and get fewer results. It is excellent for connecting unrelated terms that are important for our search results. For example, uh, gender and workplace used to narrow the search result, and this can be used to further elaborate on our search, and we can come up with relevant articles. When we do a search with gender and workplace, the database will be searched for all the articles that contain the words gender and workplace and will get results that contain only both terms. I have given you an example of gender and workplace. Now I will need two words that I can search on Google Scholar using and. Please give me two words. Okay, I need two words from participants so that I can build database using AND. The first search that we did was given by Dr. Shazia, and it was pulpal regeneration or revascularization. Now I need AND. Please give.
Drug susceptibility and sensitivity of salmonella.
Pardon? Can you please say that again?
Drug susceptibility of and sensitivity of salmonella typhi. And resistant.
Okay, you can see that this drug I have actually made a few changes. I have used done the search with drug sensitivity or susceptibility and salmonella type, and 68,200 results. I can narrow it down. For example, if I just go with drugs sensitivity and salmonella type, let's see, 47,000 results. Drug susceptibility and salmonella type 52,000 results. You can see that this research is used for narrowing down research. We can further, these are actually the keywords that are registered in the system. You can see them on your screen, and I have got a raised hand from the audience, and I'll be getting to the question. Uh, Dr. Javeria raised hand. Dr. Javeria, if you have any question, please do ask. Okay, so now we are moving on to our next operator, that is not. Not is for narrowing search results and excluding irrelevant terms. The first search that we did was, we can get back to that as well. Not is for narrowing search results and excluding irrelevant terms. And it is for basically when you connect two terms with not, it retrieves the items that contain first term and excludes items that contain second terms. For example, if you are to do research with drug susceptibility, drug susceptibility or salmonella typhi, not sensitivity. So it will pull up all the subjects that will have the susceptibility but will rule out sensitivity. We can do a research, and we will do a search later on. But just to give you an idea that putting a word after not will remove all the results that contain that word. I hope that everyone is with me till now, and this is not too difficult. If this is not clear, please do ask. Not is an excellent tool for reducing irrelevant terms and eliminating false positive results. So now we will do a literature search with not, and we have done drug susceptibility and salmonella typhi. Not. Give me a word, please. What should I put after that? Anyone? Please give me search terms so that I can do using not. Just to give you an idea, first was gender or gender or equality. Okay, this is when we do gender or equality, that is about 4.1 million results. Okay, now let's narrow it down. Gender or equality and women. That has narrowed it down to 3.2 million, approximately eliminating 900,000 results. not harassment. Okay, 1200. We started off from, as you can see on your screens, we started off from 4.1 million results. We created a Boolean operator, and that was gender or equality and women. I just added and women, and it brought down the result to 3.2 million. And after that, I added one, not harassment. It removed all the papers that had the word harassment in it. Actually, my spellings were wrong, but let's see. That is for 421,000 results. We started from 4.2 million and have come down to 421,000 results. This is how you do Boolean search. This is just to give you a basic, very basic idea about the Boolean operators and how you can use them for your medical research. But if you have any questions, please do raise hand. It is pertinent to mention that you always use uppercase. Why you use uppercase? Because with uppercase, if you do not use uppercase for keywords, the search engine does not register it. As you have seen, uppercase means capital word for and, or, and not. Always use capital words or Boolean operator will not work. Like this, I have capitalized the gender and I have capitalized the Boolean operators here. You can see that this is gender and workplace, gender or workplace, gender and workplace not privilege. These are the keywords that I have highlighted. You can use a lot of combinations, and this is just to give you an idea. If you will go to Google Scholar and do a literature search yourself, you will come up with a lot of things. Okay, the next Boolean operator is parenthesis, and while we are using the Boolean search, there is no way to determine how the computer will solve our equation. This means that in order to get the most relevant result for us, we have the parenthesis to tell the computer what to solve first. This is where using brackets come to play. You can use the brackets to narrow your search, and this is for basically phrase search, and brackets are essential for writing complex search strings, but the application often causes the most confusion among recruiters. And parentheses and quotation marks usually have same function, but they vary from database to database. So before using parentheses in any database, we don't usually use them. These are called truncation marks. Before using parentheses or quotation marks, always check the database. What is the function in that? The most commonly used Boolean operator terms that we always use are and, or, not. These are the three terms that we always use. If you want to search, you can do this search, and let's see what Google Scholar shows with I love Pakistan parenthesis search. Hey, it has got approximately 400,000 results, and you will see that it has got either I love Pakistan, and it has all these papers will have this term in it, either Pakistan or love, and these will have these are the papers that you can come with it, search with it. But this is very important to understand the basics of Boolean logic. So the three operators that the most commonly used operators that we have used are and, or not. Now, this concludes my section of talk about the Boolean operators. If you have any questions till now, please do ask. There are no questions? Basically, the purpose behind Boolean logic is to have a way to conduct your research, a way to conduct your search strategy, and a way to understand how search works. You can use Boolean logic to search any database, any search engine, and it will work because this is the basics in the computer. These are very, very easy to use. And if you have any queries, please do ask, but do try it, do try searching your engine. And when you do search, always capitalize the Boolean logic words. Now, moving on to the next portion, there are a lot of research database out there when you are conducting scientific research, when you are writing a paper, but I will recommend that you should use either Web of Science, Scopus, ARIC, Lista, WHO database, or Henari, the National Library of Medicine, commonly known as PubMed, Google Scholar, Microsoft Academic, Directory of Open Access Journals. These are the database where you can find what you are looking for. This was a small presentation, and we are now nearing the end. So if you have any queries about Boolean logic and how to use them, please do ask. Thank you so much for your time, patience, and being a wonderful audience. And please do give your opinion about today's presentation. There is a poll in progress. Thank you. So if you have any questions, please raise your hand and I will love to answer them. These presentations will be available on ResearchGate in my profile. You can find on ResearchGate. It will also be available on the YouTube channel. Yes, Dr. Usman, please do. I have seen your hand and please ask the question.
सर ये एंड और को दोबारा जरा एक्सप्लेन कर दें. थैंक यू.
Basically, the most commonly used term is or. Or is for connecting the terms that have same meaning. और यूटिलाइज और जब आप यूज करते हैं बुलियन लॉजिक में तो और के साथ जब रिजल्ट्स आते हैं तो बेतहाशा आते हैं. एंड जो होता है वो आपकी जब आप मजीद आपने अब फॉर एग्जांपल मैं आपको इस पर करके दिखाता हूँ. एक मिनट. ये देखें अब हम इधर आ गए हैं. अब ये देखें कि हमने इस पर सर्च किया है वायरल हेपेटाइटिस और अल्कोहलिक. ये इसने सिरोसिस दी है. ठीक है, ये इसने खुद टर्म दी है. अब हमने इसको सर्च किया. वायरल हेपेटाइटिस और सिरोसिस पे इसके 1.6 मिलियन रिजल्ट्स आ गए हैं. ठीक, अब इस पे आते हैं एंड हेपेटाइटिस सी वायरस. अब देखते हैं ये इस सर्च को नैरो करेगा. ठीक है, इस पे पहले आपने देखा था कि 1.6 मिलियन रिजल्ट्स थे. जब मैंने इस पे व्हेन आई इनपुटेड द हेपेटाइटिस सी वायरस तो इस पे ये जो था 1.5 मिलियन रिजल्ट्स पे आ गया. उसने जो था तकरीबन 100,000 रिजल्ट्स को ओमिट किया है. लेकिन इस पे मजीद आप इस सर्च को नैरो डाउन कर सकते हैं. इस पे सर्च को नैरो डाउन आपने मजीद करना है तो इस पे मजीद टर्म देखें ये. एंड ये अब मैं इस पे करता हूँ नॉट अल्कोहलिक लिवर डिजीज. अब देखते हैं 2,04,000 1.4 मिलियन से अप्रोक्सीमेटली 1 पॉइंट. ये देखें पहले जो रिजल्ट्स थे इस पे थे 1.5 मिलियन जिस पे हमारे पास वी हैड टू कीवर्ड्स वायरल हेपेटाइटिस और सिरोसिस एंड हेपेटाइटिस सी वायरस. आई जस्ट एडेड वन ऑपरेटर आई not alcoholic liver disease. Now it has removed all the results that had alcoholic liver disease in them and is now showing me the results that have either viral hepatitis or cirrhosis and are due to hepatitis C. I hope that this clears the concept. Any further questions? So I think that this concludes the session today. Thank you so much for joining me. The presentation will be available on ResearchGate, and the complete video will be available on my YouTube channel. You can see it later on as well. And thank you for voting in the polls. And I'll see you next time. Allah Hafiz.